What's going on, guys? We are back here with another standard video, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite cards from Edge of Eternities, and that is Ouroboroid. So this like sort of black-green mid-range, but there's also some counter stuff going on. There's a lot to talk about. But before we do all of that, a quick word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com. If you guys want to buy any Spider-Man pre-orders, be sure to head over to CoolStuffInc.com. Be sure to use promo code DOOM at checkout to get yourself 5% off of your order and a free exclusive Rhino token while supplies last. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they got it in stock. And with that out of the way, let us talk about Golgari. Some people would call it Golgarbage. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to stoop that low. So this is a version of Golgari that has been popping up on Magic Online somewhat recently, and I just haven't really gotten around to trying it yet. But this version, so you still have a lot of the same cards that you would maybe normally associate with Golgari, which is Llanowar Elves, good 3-drops like Sentinel, Surrak, and things like that. Removal spells, so Bitter Triumph, Shoot the Sheriff, Maelstrom Pulse, and just basically mana, good removal, sticky threats. That's kind of the recipe and sort of always has been for Golgari. But we are also including this kind of small counter synergy here, where we have Innkeeper's Talent, which puts a counter on a creature every single combat. Sinkhole Surveyor, which is a 1/3 when it attacks and endures, so it can put a counter on it, on itself. Sentinel of the Nameless City, map tokens can also create counters. Ouroboroid, which puts counters on your creatures every single combat, all of them, and Pawpatch Recruit, which puts counters on your creatures whenever they go to kill your creature. And all of that combines to pair with Hollowmurk Siege, which is 2 mana. As this enchantment enters, you choose Sultai or Abzan. Sultai, the one that we're going to be choosing, I would guess, most often, is whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability only triggers once each turn. And then Abzan, whenever you attack, you can put a counter on an attacking creature and it gains menace until end of turn. But every single combat, if you're putting counters on with Innkeeper's Talent or Sinkhole or Ouroboroid, you get the idea, you're drawing an extra card every turn off the siege. So that's nice. This deck is playing 4 copies of Deep-Cavern Bat, which I'm not generally a big fan of Deep-Cavern Bat in the format right now because it's just lines up so poorly against both Fire Magic and Nova Hellkite. But when you have the ability to put counters on it to grow it outside of Nova Hellkite range, I like it a little bit better. So I don't mind the bats in this deck as much as I do in Dimir and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the main deck. Mana is nothing too crazy. You got some dual lands, some towns, some basics. And then on the sideboard, some stuff you would expect, like discard spells, destroy artifact or enchantment, additional kill spells, some graveyard hate, things like that. So yeah, very interested to see how more specifically Hollowmurk Siege plays in this sort of Golgari mid-range counter shell. And well, I'm excited to get into some games. So I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. I mean, on the draw, we'll draw a land, right? This hand may have been a little too loose. Just a little. Just a little. All right, we're dead. That was fun. So, who's ready for game 2?
I've trained with the best.
If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. I can't even sheriff that. It's an outlaw. I mean, free Gamba, I guess.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Right on time. Right on time. Yo, plus one card. You fool. You just gave me a free card. What an idiot. Not me. Okay. Game dos. Nowhere's kind of cool against Kaido. I don't think Pulse... I guess Pulse kills Kaido, so maybe we have to keep it. I kind of don't want any Sheriffs against them. Do like this, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense to board in the Nowhere to runs, but also cut the Sheriffs. Because, like, that's kind of my combo to be able to kill Kaido. But I don't really know what else I would want to take out. Could cut the Sinkhole Surveyors. No, I kind of like that card. Let's try it like this. Right. Sounds good. Yeah, this man is so awkward. I have a lot of threes in my deck. I'm just gonna play the elf. Something Golgari mana being terrible. Okay, that helps. Stinky? Big stinks. Come on, I know you don't have a kill spell. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Yeah, see. What about a counter? That wasn't a counter. I'm cool with that. I mean, they can Kaido me if they want. It's not really a great battlefield for Kaido, though, right? Yeah. Okay. Deploy Clown. They probably have Tishana's this turn, would be my guess. They're gonna Tishana's the Ouroboroid. Yeah. Go. Yeah, just go. I think I have to trade the Sentinel for the Cecil this turn. If they offer the trade, of course. Because I don't really have a good out to it if they flip it. Why no map? I wanted to leave the elf back in case they had a kill spell for Ouroboroid. Maybe that was kind of stupid, though. I thought I wanted to leave the elf back. Maybe I didn't need to. Oh. That's a card. That is a Magic the Gathering card. Stinky! What are they at? 9? I mean, this is just safer, right? Yeah, I mean, maybe they have a counter spell, but... Another Tidebinder, maybe?
How we handle things in the wild.
Nothing?
Who you share this city with.
Okay. Didn't think we'd get this far. Why am I calling him Stinky? Well, his name is Sinkhole Surveyor, and sink rhymes with stink. So it's like Stinkhole Surveyor, you know? You don't get it. It's okay. It's like, I wouldn't expect you to get it. There's like a lot of advanced theories going on here.
The housewarming party has
This doesn't seem very good. Okay, it seems a little better now.
Do you really want to do this?
Don't stab me. Guy who just got stabbed. Temple of Deceit. Gonna workshop it? There's nothing to workshop. What do you mean? It's just a perfect nickname. The card's name is Sinkhole Surveyor, and, you know, he's stinky. What do you want me to say? Yeah, untapped land would have killed them. This is true.
We're the predators.
Untapped land still kills them? Pew, pew, pew. All right, game 3. Game 3. All right, Arena, we gotta talk about these one-landers. You and I, we gotta have a chat. I'm not gonna complain about this hand. You wouldn't kite at me, would you? The Saboteur. I mean, this is better if they have a kill spell, so I guess I have to do this. Yeah. This isn't a May, too, right? Like, it's not up to? Yeah, so... Yeah, Pawpatch is pretty funny against Saboteur. They're just doing it anyways. Alright. Trigger? Trigger? Do we take it? Taking it's not great if they have Curiosity. But I think I'm kind of cooked if they have Curiosity anyways. They probably don't have Curiosity. Alright, that's good. That's good news. Big stinks. Large stinks. I mean, we're just racing, right? Pretty sure we're racing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was going to map onto the Sentinel instead, but I think I'm racing. I wanted to see if they would play something in combat first. Like, try to get them to spend mana. Okay. Well, the thing is, they can't attack with both. Because, well, I mean, unless they have a kill spell, but... they have to send the Saboteur back. Wait, how do I beat a 4/4? Guess we can just block? Yeah. Alright. I'm doing this. Just do this, and then play second Sinkhole. Trade 4/3 for Cecil. I shot the sheriff. This is a tight game. A very, very tight game. I mean, they may have boarded in some sort of, like, Infest. Is there an Infest that's still legal in Standard? There is, right? The one from LCI? Well, I mean, they wouldn't play Fire Magic, of course, but... It's like Malicious Eclipse, I think, is the one that's still legal. I know there is one legal from LCI. Ooh, this is bad if... fuck! I was just gonna say this is bad if they have Tishanas. Okay, that's... Yeah, that's not great. I hadn't thought about that. Go. Should I have played around Tishanas? Maybe. Just don't attack. It's gonna get me no matter what, though, right? Like, there's not really a good way for me to play around it. I mean, it's funny. How many kill spells do you have in your hand, buddy? You're gonna have to cast them eventually. Your turn. I love how I still can't attack. Yeah, you wanna attack with that Saboteur? You wanna get in there with the Saboteur? Dude, if they have Eclipse, then good beats. Should I attack now? I actually think I should. Yeah, it's a good attack. Because I can just set up a double block with Sentinel 1/1, and what are they gonna do? Use a kill spell? If they use a kill spell, then they lose the game, right? I should have been doing this for a while. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair. I guess that's the reason to not attack. Okay. Oh! I forgot that card was in my deck. Alright, don't Tishanas me, please. Can I get in there with the 4/5? I mean, I can just wait a turn, right? Like, I could just sit here forever. My attacks will eventually be good. Pretty sure I just have lethal next turn, right? So here... Here... No, fuck that. I'm gonna play around stab. Actually, wait a minute. No, if they stab me, I just win the game anyways. I'm gonna play around stab. I guess I could also just put the Sentinel on Cecil, right? Is that better? So what? Sentinel here, this here, this here. That's kind of the same, right? What are you gonna do, stab me? Guy who just got stabbed. I guess they could have boarded a sweeper. If they have Ballad, like, we're kind of cooked. 1, 2. You didn't even want to bother going through the triggers? I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, I'm keeping it. Whoa. Chef alert? I repeat, chef alert? This is a red alert. We have a chef in the kitchen. Ooh. Yeah, I don't really want to see Sunken Citadel on red. Like, I wonder if there is a land that is worse for me to see on turn 1 in the entire format. I'm not sure if there is. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Any blue-red land, okay. But aside from blue-red lands... Okay, let cook. Let cook. They gotta be doing, like, Pinnacle Starcade, weapons manufacturing stuff then, right? Most likely. Well, that's kind of the point. Like, we don't know what they're doing, you know? They could be doing anything. But that's what's scary, right? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I don't know what I want to siege on yet, so I'm gonna save it till next turn. I do think we're probably losing this game though. The Iron Crag. Okay, now I'm doing this. Sultai. I had to make sure they didn't have, like, some fancy manland over there. Just surveying the scene. Ooh. Would you like to cast your kill spell? I like how I talked about that in the intro, where you can trigger Hollowmurk Siege on your opponent's turn if they use a kill spell on their own turn, and now it's coming up. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this is targeting this. This is targeting this. Wait, that's not gonna work out, right? Because I can just make this a 3/3. Then make this a 3/3. I mean, I don't know if they had a different way to do it, but... Did they have a different way to do it? I'm not sure. I couldn't save the original one, because I can only put 2 counters in the original one regardless, and they did kick the torch. Yeah, I don't think there was a different way for them to do it. I mean, this is not great. I'll be honest with you, it's not great. I guess we have to see what their last card is. And then just hope that they somehow only draw lands for the entirety of the remainder of the game. Which is, you know, I wouldn't say that's likely, but they could draw lands. Not a land. Here, I think? These removal spells don't look very good against my opponent. Which one of these artifacts is an outlaw? You got any outlaws over there? No, I don't see any outlaws. All right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I yield. I tap out. I've had enough. All right, let's get some real cards in here, shall we? So out. We have to cut 4 more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually don't really think this is a good bat matchup. Because I was going to say, like, both bats and elves just kind of get cleaned up by Starcade and weapons. But I think in the situation where we can catch them and where they only have one kill spell left over, Bat's a little bit better. So yeah, I'm down to cut Elf. I'm down with that. Three pairs. It's probably better than going to 5. Obviously not great, but it's not even a good Balatro hand. You can't play 3 pairs in Balatro. I had a Balatro run that I usually when I lay down to go to sleep before I go to bed, I just play some Balatro. And I had a Balatro run last night. I had the Joker that you get +4 mult for every card in your deck below 52. So I had that and ante 1, and then ante 2 I had trading card, which is if your first discard is 1 card, you blow it up and get $3. So it was like ante 1, ante 2, and then the second, or like first blind, small blind, big blind, and then the second ante, I got the Tarot Merchant, and I just like spammed a bunch of Hangmans. I think I got it to like +176 mult or some shit. It was absurd. I had like 6 cards in my deck. It was wild. That was a sick run. I feel like my opponent has built their deck list to be exclusively good against Golgari. Yeah, I got it down to 6 cards. And I was just playing one hand and winning. Look, I wouldn't say it's recommended to go below 6 cards, but... What do you got, Ward 2? I mean, I have to kill this first. I mean, I've had really, really deep runs that just go down to 5 cards. All right, we go again. I will keep my hand. I can work with this. Elf. I got plenty more where that came from. Don't you worry about that. I feel like this should be one of our better matchups. Gotta take the stupid Nemesis. The reaction to anything is Madge. Well, I mean, especially when it comes to VV and Standard, right? Like, and I get it. Like, I'm with you. I mean, again, I find it very, very surprising that they specifically decided to call out in that announcement, like, that they're, that VV was a problem. Because they don't usually specifically go out and say stuff like that. But I mean, for the people who are like very, very interested in like VV getting banned and not Cauldron, it's definitely good for those people. I don't necessarily know. Hold back this. I'm kind of on the fence, man. I could go either way. I think that if you remove Cauldron, the broken part of VV goes away. Well, the broken part, at least for the most part, but I don't know. I mean, it's definitely risky because there's certainly a possibility that if they ban Cauldron and not VV, then maybe VV is still a problem. But I don't know. I would at least like to see what it looks like, I'm gonna just take it. You want to block there? Nah, I don't think I block. I'm just winning the race. Like, what are they supposed to do? Take 12? Why would I block? They're going to spend their entire turn attacking me for 4 damage next turn? Like, they can't win. See? You want Scooze against Mono Red? I definitely don't want Pulse. Probably don't want Surrak. I don't think I like Scooze against them. I think I'm cool with this. Like, you're looking at him right here, you know? You understand how much I misplay on this channel? You know what I mean? I don't think you guys realize. Playing on camera is a different game. Is it? I mean, we're still playing the same game. It's still Magic. It's still Arena. And this, my friends, is why you do not play Deep-Cavern Bat. I've never met a more embarrassing card into Nova Hellkite in my life. I knew this was going to happen, but... a little surprised they didn't bolt the bat that turn. Okay, that's fine. Are they just not going to bolt? I think I'm going to let them keep the Needlehead in play. It's a little tricky. I won't lie, it's a little tricky. I mean, I think it's definitely stinky time. I'm just trying to figure out if I should kill the Needlehead or hold up Nowhere on defense. I think it's better to hold up Nowhere on defense, right? And just let him have the Needlehead for a couple turns. Because I can go let them attack with Claw, and then double block Nowhere to run the Claw. Take 2, which is fine. Challenger. Yeah, we talked about the article. We discussed the article for a little bit. Why did they do that instead of just casting Bolt? I'm so confused. I don't really understand what's going on here. This thing is first strike, right? Yeah. So... oh, wait. No, I could just do this, right? Do this, and then this. Yeah, that's the best block. Yeah, I figured it out. I knew I'd get there eventually. Stinky is not great against Mono Red. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? It's a little bit tricky. Like, I don't even think I want to attack with Surveyor. Which is kind of weird, right? Do it like this? I don't know. This is such a weird game. I can't tell if I'm ahead. I mean, I think I'm behind, but it's close. There's really no way to tell. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. I was thinking if they had a kill spell, they would have to target one of my things. But strike makes that not... Yeah. Yeah, now we kind of just lose, right? A little late to the party on that. Can I attack? No, right? Nope. All right, go. I think we, once we get to this position where it's like, we can't attack, I don't know, this seems like a really hard game to win. Oh. That also really sucks. Well, the thing is, I can't really afford to pay 3 life, because if I pay 3 life off the Triumph, I literally just die. But now I'm also just dead, so... I don't think I had a way out of that, no matter what I did. Alright, game 3. I wasn't I? The Shin's not bad. I'm pretty sure I was dead on board, wasn't I? Go to 1. Yeah, they have a Needlehead in play. Right? If I go to 1, I just die with the Needlehead, don't they? I mean, I don't have any outs, like... There's no possible way out of that. You know what I mean? Like, what card could I even ever draw there? There's just nothing. There's not a single card I could draw there. This is going to sound weird, but I think I want to take a damage off the Hired Claw here. Unless they just play the Challenger here. Then I'll just kill Challenger, go to 11. They might actually consider not attacking here. Oh, that'd be kind of stupid, wouldn't it? Okay. That's pretty bad. Wow, that's so bad. Because they get the bolt back to kill the Cecil next turn. Yeah, that's like worst case scenario. So we go to 11. And then we go to 9. We do this. They flip, we go to 9, that flips. They kill the Cecil, and then we can go counter on each. Like, maybe go from there. I mean, we're not in a good spot, for sure. We're definitely not in a good spot. I guess we're like kind of weirdly racing, right? They're not going to cast the bolt? What the fuck? Okay, I don't really understand that. Why would they do that? Huh? Because they want to pump the Hired Claw? I don't... What's happening? Okay. There's no way they're going to double block here, right? Come on, dude. In what universe is that correct? There's a bolt in your hand. Like, what are we doing? Why did we do that? Just bolt it. All right, sure. Don't I just cottage? My cottage send everything. They go to 3. They block the cottage. I go to 16. They dome me. I go to 12. Yeah, I mean, there's no way they can deal me 12 damage next turn, right? It's just not possible. And if they go to target Cecil, then we just put counters on stuff. Yeah, there's just no way out for them, I think. I'll take 4. I guess counter on Elf was kind of dumb, because I'm going to have to tap the Elf to animate the cottage. I just don't think it matters. Hold! Alright, don't have a red card that deals 16 damage. Alright. I was like, what's the plan, Stan? Because it would be kind of weird for them to put that section in the article and then not ban Vivi. You know what I mean? Like, that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Almost like a little bit of backtracking. Like, I'm not going to say it's 100%, but I would say it is pretty likely. If I had to guess. People stop playing VV expecting it to be banned. WotC doesn't ban because its numbers drop. That's some 5-head shit right there. I mean, if you guys are interested in my opinions, I have a video, a YouTube video going up tonight where I talked about, like, if I had the power, what would I do? That video is going up tonight, so be sure to check that out. I don't want to spoil anything. But TLDR, in my opinion, I kind of would rather see Cauldron get banned, I think. But again, it's like, I'm not 100% positive, and I also think there is huge risk in banning Cauldron, and then VV is still just busted as shit. So, like, I understand from their perspective why they don't want to do that. Like, I totally get it, but I don't know. I think VV in the Prowess decks is kind of cool. It's just like VV with Cauldron is super toxic, you know? Oh, fuck. That Sure Shot gives this thing haste? Holy shit. I didn't think about that. That's kind of cracked. We're gaming? We're gaming? You don't have it a braid. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. We're dead. 07s. You don't think you have it in me to play another tier 1? You say tier 1. I think you meant to say tier 0. But I'm with you. I also, yeah. And I get it, you know, if you ban Cauldron and leave Vivi, there is obviously a risk of Vivi still being way too good. I don't know what the chances of that happening is, but it's certainly more than 0, so it is risky, right? Right, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Like, I think Vivi is doing some cool stuff. Some cool stuff sans the Cauldron, but yeah, it's too much of a disaster if you ban Cauldron and then Vivi is still a problem. Like, they cannot have that. It would just be like worst, like 5-alarm fire, worst case scenario. All right, what are we doing against Temur Battlecrier? I mean, we need as many instant speed kill spells as we can get our hands on. So I guess, like, this isn't great, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want that. Nothing else is really that good against them, though, is the issue. Like, Pulse seems kind of heinous. And I guess we can keep Tragic because they play Elves. Try that, maybe. It doesn't even read like a real Magic card, you know? But and again, like, you know, the way that sure, okay, this is going to sound kind of weird, but yes, I understand Vivi has flaws. You know, I'm not trying to tell you it's a perfectly designed card, but what it does do well is it forces, like, it puts you in these weird situations where you have to invest a lot of mana up front to get the powerful effect. So, like, at least with regards to that, I can respect that a little bit. You know, like, there is, if there's no Cauldron involved, there is a pretty big investment, like spending 3 mana up front at sorcery speed to have a creature with no power. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm kind of okay with that. I don't think I want to let them have this dock. I'm just gonna kill it now. Dock is in. Well, the dock is out now. I can't let you have the dock. It describes every creature ever. No, because some creatures have enter the battlefield abilities. You know, like, there's a lot of creatures that you spend a bunch of mana on and you get something immediately up front. But Vivi is not one of those cards. That's kind of the point that I'm making, you know what I mean? No braid, no braid, no braid, no braid, no braid, no braid, no braid. Okay. Well, they didn't have a braid. I also missed on spells, though. Right, but that's kind of the point that I'm making, and why Cauldron is such a huge issue, where it's like, yes, I understand that Vivi is a powerful card, and, you know, it's a good card. I'm not trying to disagree with that, but the issue becomes when you have, you know, when you draw a Cauldron and all of a sudden you've now added 20 mana to your mana pool. Like, obviously that's not okay. Right. I guess I'll keep that. Oh, sure. See what you're saying. Wake up. Wake up. We're double blocking? I mean, I'll take the bait. Alright, should have not taken the bait. I totally forgot they played that card. I saw it in game 1 too, and I just didn't play around it. Forgot that was a magic card, apparently. That's not good. It's not good. Yeah, I was listening. Who was I listening to? I think it was the Dave Shields Jerry T podcast, and they were talking about this situation where, you know, exceptional, like really long time Magic player Antonino DeRosa was that's fucked up, man. He was playing a match against Vivi, and his opponent was explaining to him, like, oh, if I have 2 VVs under a cauldron, it works like this where I get double mana. And Ant was like, there's no way it works that way. Called the judge, and the judge was like, yeah, it works that way. That's like, it's completely not intuitive for basically, if you just read the card, it's like, it just doesn't make sense why it works like that, you know what I mean? Alright, get me out of here. I mean, the fact that we even stayed competitive in that game after they drew 15 extra cards off Curiosity, just because their deck has no closing speed whatsoever, like, that game was still kind of close. We also drew, what, 5 lands in a row? Like, we had to get very unlucky to lose that game, I think. We drew a ton of lands that game. Get the revenge against Dimir. Okay, -1 Stinky. Stinky down, I repeat. Stinky down. Stinky down. How long ago was Gavin telling us that Vivi was fine? Do you guys remember the that like YouTube video that Gavin put out where he was talking about I don't know, it may have been a live stream, I don't remember, but he was basically talking about like rare Abzan moment, I think. When he was talking about Vivi, and he basically said like, you know, Vivi, there was a lot of things that Vivi, like backstops that Vivi had in testing, and they were like, well, we just want to make them more powerful, you know? Yeah, basically they took the safety rails off Vivi. And he did specifically call out Commander too, so like, Commander mentioned? Maybe I could have attacked with the cottage too, but I kind of want to hold up the end. Let's do this. This is maybe worse if they have a kill spell, but okay. Sure. Yeah, you may block. What's their hand again? Curiosity, Tragic. Okay. Why did they tap down the Surrak? I'm a little confused. I guess because they just didn't want me to attack with it again next turn. which is fair. I mean, I think even if it wasn't a May, they probably still would have tapped the Surrak down, right? What did he say about Commander? He basically said that, like, VV was... Initially, when they designed VV, it was significantly less powerful, and they went through a bunch of iterations on VV specifically, and they were like, well, we want to make it so that people... Basically, they just kept, like, upping the power level on the card, and... Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly like what he said about where it was before. I think he said at one point the mana, like you made the mana in combat in one of the iterations or something like that, and like, yeah, I don't know if they changed it last second, but they did change it several times during the process. He said tap. They had it right. They had it right the whole time. Tap symbol mentioned. Come on, like, who's doing that? Who's doing that? Again, why would you want to give your opponent mana? Like, you could still just do that, and nobody's going to, like, nobody's actually gonna, you know what I mean? The comments on this one, we could check them out after this match. Oh, it sure is exciting. It sure is exciting. You're not wrong about that. You are definitely not wrong about that. I mean, I don't know if exciting is the word that I would necessarily use to describe it, but that is one way you could describe it. Yeah, this was before Cutter got banned. All right, that's it. That's what he taught. That was the whole segment on VV. It is like a 3-hour video, but that's the only segment we care about. So basically, they had like 5 different iterations of the card that would have been totally fine, and at the last second, they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just let people make mana whenever they want, and they could just make 10 million mana, and nothing matters. So, that's how we got here, you know? Block? Question mark? I guess they're shuffling anyways. They're giving me a lot of cards off this. Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Haven't they given me like 10 extra cards off this Surrak? I mean, he did his job. Surrak, you have served us well. Let's go to combat. I mean, I would like to kill the Beastbinder this turn. See if they double block. It's possible my attack is bad because they're just not going to block anyways. Like if it's pretty obvious that I have a kill spell. So what? Kill Beastbinder takes 6, go to 10. Yeah, but it should be fine here. Oh, it's an outlaw. Okay, I have to do this. Get Bay 3 life. I want to keep land 6, so we'll read the comments after. I still have the YouTube video up. I want to see the comments. First comment, posting a month later to see how Vivi got to the point that it's 60% of the Arena Championship meta. Time will tell indeed. I mean, you're not wrong about that. Time did in fact tell. Go. We'll eventually kill them. And by eventually, I mean probably next turn. Yeah. Easy. Just scheduling my YouTube video real quick. My YouTube video talking about bans, which to be fair, it's kind of awkward how I like laid out this entire argument of why they should maybe consider banning Cauldron instead of VV, and then they're just like, in the article, they're like, yeah, we're probably gonna ban VV. So there goes all my arguments, but I'll still upload the video, you know. I recorded it, might as well upload it. It's scheduled. If you sort by new, the comments get more spicy. Oh, okay, so some of them probably just got like filtered out because they were from a while ago. Dude, so much Dimir today. My goodness. Okay, never mind, I lied. That's not Dimir at all. Target acquired. What would you take? This or this meta or Quarry meta? Can I say neither? They only give you half of a Vagina Island on Arena. Well, not if you enhance it. Enhance. I'm enhancing for no particular reason, don't worry. Just no reason whatsoever. I should have mapped first, right? I mean, I guess I'll just map here now. It, like, sort of justifies me not mapping pre-combat in a weird way. We got bounced. Alright. I got bounced. War of the Spark meta. I miss War of the Spark. Well, okay, let me ask you this. When was the last, like, truly good Standard format? Like, when is the last time that you were playing Standard and you were like, you know, this format fucking rocks? When was the last one of those? I'm trying to remember, man. It's been a while. Okay, nice hand, by the way. It's been a hot minute, right? When I could Aether Works Marvel Emmy. Well, okay. Define, you know, I guess good is subjective, because if you enjoy doing broken things, then, you know. But like, that format was also kind of broken, right? I'm trying to remember. You know what format I really liked? Speaking of, I guess, if you want to call this a broken format, I really, really, really enjoyed the energy format. And I know that might be a bit of a hot take, because energy as a mechanic was pretty busted. But I don't know, man. I like that. I like that format a lot. Big fan of energy. I think, honestly, my favorite energy deck in that format was probably the one with... what was that artifact? You guys know what I'm talking about. 3-mana creature artifact. You can, like, pay 3 energy to, like, double its power or something. Double the counters on it. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yes, the Pummeler! Dude, the Pummeler. I love playing with the Pummeler. The Pummeler was my shit. You just, like, played Electrostatic Pummeler and then just a pile of dog shit pump spells. It was dope. Love it. Yeah, pay 3 energy, gets +X/+X, where X is its power. You were playing, like, sorcery 2 mana, give a thing +4/+4. It's like G1 +4/+4 sorcery. Just a horrendous card you would never think about playing. But it was good with Pummeler, so you played it. Blossoming Defense was broken. That card was great. Like, that was the best reason. That was the best part of that deck, because you could just, you know, shove all in and then Blossoming Defense, but... They didn't have good protection spells. I mean, Blossoming Defense was really good. VV plus Pummeler under Cauldron to double his power. We could do that in Pioneer, I guess. You can Cauldron a Pummeler, yeah. You need energy, though. We could get some energy somehow. Azure Beastbinder. Do big one first, right? Okay. I guess it didn't matter.